Lyudmila Homenko surveys the wreckage of her house near Mariupol, southern Ukraine, destroyed by shelling in January.
Я сама себя успокаиваю тем, что, наверное, Господь направил этот снаряд, потому что в доме никого не было. Что, может, наш дом спас и соседей, что там ребенок в данный момент находился.
More than 1 million Ukrainians have been internally displaced by the conflict, and the UN Human Rights Office says the death toll has now passed the 6,000 mark. The Lyubov family fled Debaltseva to Kiev, but only after Lena saw her husband, her sister, and her son killed by an artillery bombardment.
Кричу: Женя, Лия, кто-нибудь помогите мне встать. Они не отзываются. Я пошла, трогаю их, но думала, мало ли, может, без сознания лежат, просто это самое.
They escaped, leaving almost everything behind, taking with them memories of happier times.
Я бы хотела вообще выехать с этой страны. Я просто здесь боюсь оставаться, что у меня, не хочу потерять больше ни одного ребенка. Как бы это очень тяжело.
It's time to get serious about wildlife crime. That was the message from the UN this week as it marked World Wildlife Day, highlighting how in recent years the illegal trade in animals and natural resources has transformed into one of the largest transnational organized crimes.
2015 and getting serious about wildlife crime is also an expression of the recognition that we are in trouble and that we are not protecting nature, and that criminals and environmental crime and criminal networks that operate transnationally are truly beginning to threaten not only wildlife, but the well-being of our societies.
Up to 25,000 elephants are killed in Africa each year. In a symbolic gesture, Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta burned 15 tons of ivory at Nairobi National Park. Poached African ivory may have an end-user street value in Asia of almost $200 million. Put the cookie down and the soda away. The WHO has kicked off the fight against addiction to sugar-rich foods and beverages.
The new WHO guidelines recommend to reduce free sugars intake to less than 10% of total energy intake, which for an average adult means roughly 50 grams of sugar, corresponding to approximately 12 teaspoons. For additional health benefits, WHO also recommends to further reduce the sugar's intake to less than 5% of total energy.
According to Dr. Branca, the new health guidelines will seek to regulate so-called free sugars, those sugars added in food processing and manufacturing, through policy measures, all with the goal of improving global health standards for adults and reducing obesity in children.
Establishing taxation policies on sugary-rich foods and beverages, curbing the marketing of foods rich in sugar, salt, and fat, having clear labels on the food products, and having a dialogue with the food industry to reduce the sugar content of food products.